Where you soluble is very important too, because your body's not oil. Your body's made up of water, 70%. And water and oil doesn't mix. You know, any mechanic can tell you that water in your engine ain't good unless it's down in the block where it's supposed to be cooling it. But oil in the engine works good. But put oil in what runs that engine, in the gasoline, and it's not running very good either. Water in our body is what absorbs to us. Oil, CBD oil, at a 6 to 9% absorption rate in the body. CBD fluid, our Suithe CBD fluid, 70 to 90% absorption rate into the body. That's a big, big difference, folks. You're talking about 7 to 9 times more going into the body than what you're getting with CBD oil. What is Suithe? It's 100% natural whole flower. The extraction process retains 90% of the active whole plant. Now, I can't tell you what the extraction process is. I can tell you what it's not. It's not by heat and it's not by CO2, because those damage the molecules. And once you damage those molecules, you can't take them out of the bottle and put it back together. I don't care what you mix with it. It's not going back like it was. But ours is extracted straight from the plant to the bottle, no additives, no subtractions. It's grown and put right in there like that. The water soluble, non-oil based. Suithe absorption rate, like I told you, 70 to 90% versus 6 to 9% of the oil-based CBD. It's less than 0.03 of THC in the plant, which means if you're looking for something to get high on, you're in the wrong place. Because it's not happening with this. No psychoactive effects whatsoever to you. Psychotic effects. According to the new Brightfield Group report, the hemp-derived CBD market, and this is old, it's no longer projected to be a $22 billion industry by the year 2022 at the end of it. It's now projected to be a $50 billion industry by the end of 2022. Folks, I don't know about you, but I want part of that. To get in this company at this time is a phenomenal opportunity. And what we're showing you here tonight is not to try to sell you something, try to get you to do something. That's not it. What we're showing you is the same opportunity that we saw. Whether you act on it, it's totally up to you. But once you see all that you're gonna see tonight about this product and this company, I think you'll choose to be part of it, because it's just phenomenal. The last company I was in for 3 years. 3 years. I made more money in my first 6 months in this company than I did 3 years in that company. That's the opportunity that's here. We've got testimonies for pain relief, anxiety relief, insomnia, stress, depression, schizophrenia, goes on and on. But one of the biggest testimonies and most proudest testimonies I hear from people is the one about children. You know, anytime you can help a child, it means a lot. But when you have an autistic kid that won't even look their parents in the eye or carry on a conversation, and then in just a couple of days after taking this, respond and carry on a conversation, that's gotta touch you. That's gotta hit you in the heart when you see that happen. A few months ago, I told most of you about this. A few months ago, we had a guy call and he was crying terribly hard, couldn't understand it. Finally got him to slow down enough to tell me what was wrong with his son. He said his son's name. Well, I knew his son was autistic and didn't communicate well with anybody. But the boy was 10 years old. He'd never looked his father in the eye in 10 years of his life. That morning, his son looked at him, looked directly in his eyes, and said, "Good morning." He was beyond control. He couldn't control himself. He was crying hard. You might remember when we were young how you get your heart be broken, you cry like that and you can't catch your breath. That's how hard he was crying. And that's just a touching event, but that's not the only time. It's happened hundreds and hundreds of times. People told us, that might not work for you. You might have a kid that's autistic and it might not change nothing. We can't say that it's gonna change it. But I can tell you that I've seen many, many cases where it has. I haven't seen one where it hadn't, but still, we can't tell you that it's gonna cure stuff or take the same effect on everybody, because our bodies are all made up differently anyhow. It also uses nausea, vomiting, tumors, aches, digestive aid, inflammation in the body. That's what's so great about this new product that Stanley was telling you about a while ago. That product kills the inflammation in the body so well, till it takes away that fatty tissue around the heart and the liver. If you got a fatty liver, a fatty heart, it'll help it dissolve, because it takes that inflammation away, and it decreases it to where your heart can function properly, your liver can function properly. You know, your liver takes anything that's wasteful in your body. It does thousands and thousands of things. Your heart beats and pushes blood. Your lungs take in air and exhale. The liver does thousands of things in your body. And that's why it's so important. That's why people with cirrhosis have to have transplant. They can't go in and fix it. Once it hardens and dies, you gotta take it out. And that's what happens so many times. So that's why it's so important. And that's why that new medication is so important. And that's why CBD is important too. Sonny Collins, who was the first guy on the East Coast, as Stanley was telling you about, his wife has lupus. Sonny's a real humble man. Last December, his wife told him when she was in the hospital, this was before they knew anything about this company. She was in the hospital and she told him she wasn't gonna be here. She didn't think this coming Christmas, that she would never see her granddaughter or her daughter graduate and would never see any grandchildren. She was that bad. She'd been on diapers for years. Her feet were so swollen she didn't even go in the house because she couldn't wear shoes. They didn't go hardly anywhere except to church and back home. 2 weeks on this product, she was on 17 prescription medications. 2 weeks after this product, she came off 3 medications. 3 weeks, she was able to wear her shoes and her boots for the first time in years and be rid of the diapers. The second day, after being nauseous for over a year, every day, the second day she was on it, she wasn't nauseous anymore. Now that's her story. And it's amazing to know that a product like this, so simple as this, can do so much for so many. But here's the reason why. How many of you are familiar with the endocannabinoid system and aren't in the business? One person that isn't in the business is familiar with it. The endocannabinoid system was discovered back in the early 90s. What it is, it's a system that's in our body for self-healing.